Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Ilyas bin Ismail. Introduction and client profile. Today I will present our case study on student loan repayment and early career financial stress. Student loan repayment refers to paying back money borrowed to finance higher education. In Malaysia, many graduates receive education loans through PTPTN and begin repayment after they start working. However, fresh graduates often face financial stress because they earn entry-level salaries while managing living expenses, loan repayments, and family responsibilities. Therefore, proper financial planning is essential to achieve long-term financial stability. Next, client profile. This case study focused on Muhammad Amir Hakim, a 24-year-old junior marketing executive. He earns a net monthly salary of 3,200 and has a PTPTN loan balance of 45,000. He is single, lives in Kuala Lumpur and occasionally support his parents. Next, financial situation. His monthly expenses total around 2,900, leaving only 300 after paying for rent, food, transportation, insurance, PTPT and repayments, and other commitments. Although the client has a stable income, most of his salary is used to cover monthly expenses. After paying all commitments, only 300 remains. This small balance makes it difficult to put an emergency fund or deal with unexpected expenses such as medical bills or vehicle repairs. As a result, his financial position is quite vulnerable. Next, financial issues. The client's main financial challenge is managing a 45,000 PTN loan while earning an entry-level salary. He also spends money on food delivery, streaming subscription, and online shopping, which reduce his ability to save. Without proper budgeting and financial discipline, these habits may delay his goals such as buying house, building wealth, and achieving financial security. This case highlights the importance of effective financial planning for young graduates. By controlling unnecessary spending, increasing saving, and following a structured repayment plan, the client can reduce financial stress and achieve long-term financial goals.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Iskandar Aziz. Now, I will explain Amir's current debt situation and the financial challenges that he is facing. So, Amir, a 24-year-old fresh graduate working as a junior marketing executive with a monthly net salary of 3,200. However, he also has a PTPTN loan of 45,000, requiring a monthly repayment of 250 ringgit. Besides his loan, Amir also needs to manage other commitments such as rental, food, transportation, utilities, and insurance, and also supporting his parents. His total monthly expenses reach 2,900, leaving only 300 for savings or unexpected expenses. At the same time, his spending habits such as frequent food delivery, online shopping, and multiple subscriptions make it harder for him to save. Therefore, proper debt management is important to help Amir control his finances, repay his PTPTN, and achieve his future goals. Hi, now let's go to the next slide. I will explain the risk of unmanaged debt that Amir may face. As a young graduate with a PTPTN loan of 45,000 and only 300 remaining after monthly commitments, Amir has limited financial flexibility. If his debt is not managed properly, it may affect his financial progress in the future. Firstly, his PTPTN repayment may take longer than 10 years target, which could delay other financial plans. Besides, with limited savings, unexpected expenses such as medical costs, vehicle repairs may force Amir to depend on additional borrowing. This situation may also delay important goals like buying a house and preparing for retirement. Over time, continuous financial pressure can increase stress and affect his financial decision. Therefore, proper debt management is important to help Amir build a more stable financial future. Okay, now let's talk about the next slide. So for Amir debt repayment strategy, the recommended method is the debt avalanche method. Since Amir only has one major debt, which is the PTPTN loan, this method focuses on increasing repayment towards the existing loan instead of taking on new debts. Amir should continue making his PTPTN payments on time and use any extra savings, bonuses, or additional income to increase his monthly repayment amount. At the same time, he should reduce unnecessary expenses such as food delivery, online shopping, and unused subscriptions to create more room for debt repayment. By following this approach, Amir can repay his PTPTN faster and improve his overall financial stability while working towards his future goals. Okay, now let's talk about the next slide, which is the practical repayment strategies that Amir can apply to improve his financial situation. Since Amir has limited disposable income, he may need to manage his spending carefully and create more room for PTPTN repayment. Firstly, Amir should track his monthly expenses consistently to understand where his money is going and identify areas that can be reduced. He should also reduce unnecessary spending, especially on food delivery, online shopping, and unused subscriptions, as these expenses can affect his ability to save. Besides that, any additional income such as bonuses, salary increments, or set income can be allocated towards increasing his PTPT and repayment. Lastly, Amir should prioritize essential expenses and avoid taking on new debt to maintain better financial stability. Hi, next I will explain Amir's saving goals, which are divided into short-term and long-term goals. For his short-term goals, Amir should focus on increasing his monthly savings, building an emergency fund, and maintaining consistent PTPT and repayments. He should also reduce unnecessary spending to create more financial space for saving. For his long-term goals, Amir aims to fully repay his PTPTN loan within 10 years, purchase a house within 8 to 10 years, and start investing for his retirement. By setting clear saving goals and managing his expenses wisely, Amir can gradually improve his financial stability and achieve his future financial objectives. Now, let's talk about Amir's emergency fund planning and budgeting strategy. Currently, Amir does not have sufficient savings to handle unexpected expenses. Based on his monthly expenses of 2,900, he should aim to build an emergency fund of around 17,400, which covers 6 months of expenses. Besides that, Amir can apply the 50, 30, and 20 budgeting rule to manage his income better. From his 3,200 salary, 50% should be allocated for needs, 30% for wants, and another 20% for savings and debt repayment. However, Amir currently saves only 100 per month, which is below recommended amount. Therefore, he should reduce unnecessary spending and redirect more money towards savings and PTPT and repayment so that he can achieve better financial stability. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Nazrin, and here we go to the insurance planning for Ami. Why Ami needs better protection? Ami current 100 per month insurance is not enough to protect him from real financial risks. With no emergency, high sensitivity to unexpected expenses, and ongoing commitments to PTPTN and his parents, he needs a more targeted protection plan. One of the insurance that he can opt for is medical and hospitalization insurance. A private hospital admission can cost between 8,000 and up to 20,000. With only 600 ringgit saved, even one medical emergency would push Ami into a new debt and cause him to miss loan repayments. That's why medical insurance is his top priority. He should choose a plan with 100,000 to 200,000 annual limit, standard room and board, and copay options to reduce premiums. This typically costs 70 to 100 ringgit per month. The second one is a basic term life insurance. Let's say if Amir passed away unexpectedly, his parents will be left with his PTPTN and credit card debt and lose his financial support. term life insurance will protect them. He needs a coverage of 200,000 to 300,000, which includes his 65,000 ringgit debt plus 3 to 5 years of income. And this would usually cost from 30 ringgit to 50 ringgit per month. For the conclusion, AMI is one medical event away from financial disruption. By restructuring his insurance into medical and term life takaful, AMI becomes financially resilient. He can continue repaying his PTPTN, avoid new debt, and protect his parents, as this plan is affordable, practical, and strong enough to stabilize his financial future. Thank you.
Now let's begin with tax planning. Okay, I'm Zamzuri. I will explain about Ame is a single working adult with a monthly net income of RM 3,200 ringgit. Like many taxpayers, he may not fully understand the tax relief available to him, which could result in paying more tax than necessary. To reduce his tax legally, Ame should maximize the available tax relief. This includes individual relief of 9,000 ringgit Malaysia, EPF and life insurance relief up to 7,000 ringgit, lifestyle relief up to 2,500 ringgit for eligible expenses such as internet subscriptions, books, laptops, or smartphones. In the future, once his financial situation improves, Ame should consider contributing to private retirement scheme, which is PRS. This is not only helps him save for retirement, but also it provides additional tax relief. By claiming the correct tax relief and keeping all the receipts, Ame can reduce his taxable income and increase his monthly savings. Thank you. Next, I will explain about estate planning and conclusion. Although Ame is still young, estate planning is an important part of financial planning. Firstly, Ame should prepare a wasiat or Islamic will to ensure his assets are managed according to his wishes and Islamic principles. Secondly, he should register and update his EPF nomination and insurance or takaful beneficiary nomination. This nomination helps to ensure that his family receive financial benefits quickly without unnecessary delays. These simple steps provide financial protection for his loved ones and reduce future legal complications. So in conclusion, our recommendation for Ame are maximize the available tax relief, keep a proper records for tax claim, prepare a simple wasiat, update EPF and takaful nominations, and continue improving his savings while managing his PTPN loan responsibly. While proper financial planning can reduce financial stress, improve his financial security, and achieve his long-term goals such as building an emergency fund, buying houses, and prepare for retirement. Thank you for your attention. This is all from Group 8. Thank you. Have a good day.